All right, so upon popular demand, I am making my stock video here. I'm going to be going over with you my top 5 stocks that I own and my thoughts and opinions behind them. So before I do begin, this is by no means an advice or what you should invest. I'm just sharing with you my beginner's opinion. I've been investing for less than a year, so I'm just going to be sharing with you my thoughts and my opinions and why I chose these stocks that I'm about to share with you today. So before I begin, one of the more commonly asked question is, do I invest in cryptocurrency, or I should invest in cryptocurrency? And my opinion on that, my stance on that is a big no-no. In my opinion, there's a lot of things that's not going to go right for cryptocurrency right now for me to want to go into it. And the other commonly asked question is which investment company that I use. I have Bank of America as my primary bank, so it was just an easy transition for me to use Merrill Edge. So over time, I have invested $21,000 of my own money. So I first began April of 2017 with $5,000, and over time I put more and more in, and then now I have 21,000. As you can see, over time I have made 3,300 and whatever dollars. And the 5 stocks that I have, as you can see from top to bottom, on the left side, Bank of America, Shopify, Amazon, Facebook, and Activision. And next to the symbols is the amount of shares that I own, and right next to that is the total value. And all the way at the bottom, where you see on the symbol, it's like a bunch of numbers. That's just the amount of cash that I have within my account that I'm just it's just laying around. So going from top to bottom, my biggest position to my smallest position, first is Bank of America. So Bank of America is a swing trade for me. I'm a long-term investor. I like to just invest in a company, invest in a CEO or the chairman, whoever runs that company, because I believe in that person, and just let it sit for a long time. But Bank of America, I saw an opportunity to do a small within a year swing trade. So I'm going to be sharing with you my findings with that. So as you can see at the history of this stock, right, it goes up initially to an all-time high. It didn't break $50. It was at like $48 mark. And then it goes down, right? And then soon after that, it goes up again and then down again. And I don't know if you can see the third one. It goes up and down, right? So there's 3 distinct movements with this stock. It goes up, down, up, down, up, down. And then it shoots back up, right? So that's the pattern that I saw. And what I noticed when I was looking at this stock initially a couple months ago, it was at $23. Now it's at $31.72. Is that it's almost identical to how it was. So as you can see, it goes down, up, down, up, down, up. So it's identical to the previous pattern. And my prediction is it's going to go up to an all-time high, because when it first went up to an all-time high, it was at $48. It couldn't break 50. It went down, and it did the three little loop, went back up. It broke 50. It couldn't break 60, and it went back down, and it did 3 little loops again. And then now my prediction is it's going to break 60. But I could be wrong. So in my position with this, I want to safely sell it at $50 a share, and then that effectively doubles my money, because I got into this position at $23. So I believe within the year it's possible that it's going to happen. So we'll see what happens with that. So that's my swing trade. For the most part, I'm a long-term investor. So Bank of America and Amazon are my swing trades. Shopify, Facebook, and Activision are my long-term positions. So Shopify, like I said, it's my long-term position. I really like Tobias. I think he might be the next Jeff Bezos of Canada. I think with the e-commerce play that he's doing, I believe in him, and I believe in his company. So I initially bought Shopify at $95 per share, 10 of them. And then later on, I bought 48 shares at 120. But unfortunately for me, there was a company that gave it a negative review, and accused of it being a pyramid scheme or a scam, which isn't true. and that hurt the stock temporarily. Now, it's on the process of recovering, so I'm not too worried about that. I believe it's going to go back up, and it's going to go in that $200 range by the end of this year. And then next position that I'm going to be covering is Amazon. So Amazon, I did make a mistake with this. I initially bought it a while back. I bought 4 shares for $880 per share, and then a month or two later I sold it at $960. And as you can see, I just made a big mistake because I lost out on a lot of money. I just did a quick swing trade, and with that money that I sold on Amazon, I bought something else. I bought GoPro to do another swing trade, but that didn't go well, and I actually ended up taking a loss. So I kind of crawled back into Amazon here at 3 shares for $1,250. I should have just kept it because I basically missed out. I had 4 shares, and it rose up $400. I missed out on $1,600. But with that stupid GoPro move that I did, I basically lost $300, which is the amount of profit that I made initially from Amazon when I was selling it. So kind of a mistake there. But one thing with Amazon, I am willing to sell it again. It is my short-term position, only because I want to sell it at the 1,400 or 1,500 mark. Only because, one thing that I'm scared with Amazon is when the recession hits. I believe Amazon could be one of the biggest companies that are hit with that. And I believe there's going to be a massive correction in the valuation of Amazon. Although it is a very, very good company, although it is a very, very good company ran by one of the best individuals out there, Jeff Bezos, I believe there is going to be a correction. So, like the cliche saying is, for stock market, bet what you're willing to lose. And I'm not willing to lose a lot of money with Amazon compared to the other companies that I have, because I believe Amazon is going to take a huge hit. And fourth here position is Facebook, 21. Again, Facebook, I'm invested in it purely because of Mark Zuckerberg, not because Facebook is Facebook. Because when MySpace was a thing, I wouldn't have invested in MySpace because MySpace, I don't know his last name, but Nick, right? Everyone's first friend, Nick, wasn't much of a innovator as Mark Zuckerberg is, and I believe Facebook's going to be around for a very long time. And in 2018, I believe Facebook's going to make a huge amount of money, and even moving forward, just because the amount of data they have on people and the amount of marketing advertisement they can implement and the upcharge they're going to do. I believe they're going to make huge profits and invest in acquire a bunch of different companies, like Mark Zuckerberg is already doing. He's acquiring a bunch of different companies. So with Facebook, currently it's at $181, and over time, I bought it at 3 separate occasions. I bought 5 when I initially started investing at 140. Then later on, a month or two later, 3 more at 150. And a while back, 2 to 3 months ago, I bought 13 at 176. So that's Facebook. And Activision Blizzard, you might know them from StarCraft, Diablo, Overwatch, or Call of Duty. Activision is a company that I'm invested, and I'm interested in it because of the CEO again, Robert. I don't know how to say his last name, but as you can see, he's been in the company for a very, very long time, since 1991. So he's a person that's in the company to be in the company because he wants to be the company, and Activision has been running smoothly for a very long time. So I do believe in Activision, and you might notice this is the lowest position that I have at $1,000, and you might be saying, why, if you believe in so much, why do you have so little money? I wanted to get into Activision for a long time. I've been looking at it for a long time. I just haven't found the right timing. But when I did find the right timing, I just didn't have enough capital to move forward with it. So as you can see on the screen, it was December 4th. At that time, the stock, for some reason, went down. There could be multiple different reasons as to why it went down. But it went down. It was a consistent $60 mark, right? And then it went down to an all-time high of that month and the previous month to $58.60. So at that point, I only had $1,000. So I moved forward with $1,000 and bought it at $59 per share for 18 shares, which is all the shares that I could get at that time. So since then, it's I knew it was going to recover. I knew it was going to go back up. So in the future, once I sell Amazon or once I put more capital in it, I am interested in making Activision one of my biggest positions, because I do believe in esports. I believe esports will be a big player in the future, and it's going to be the future of one of the top sports industry. So that is my 5 stocks that I own. I hope it was informational or it sparked some of your interest. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fine Navy day.